Hello, YouTube. I think there's sound. I'm waiting for it. Yeah, there's sound. Oh my gosh. Dude, it was such a simple thing. I was like, oh my, wow. Hi, how are you guys doing? I've got my female Doodle right here. You want to come up here? Come up here with me. Hey, say hey. Are you there? Wait, over there? You want to look at the camera? You're looking at the mirror? You're looking at yourself in the mirror? Such a doll. Hey, girlfriend, come, give me kisses. Give me kisses. Hi. I love you. I love you. Yes, I do. So I brought her today because... Really? I brought her today because she needs a brush out. But I have a groom coming in, and I needed to test my sound with you guys. You want to... Hi. You just can't get over the person, the dog in the mirror? You can't get over that? I have a mirror hanging up there. You can't get over the mirror. I'm sorry. You don't like that? Who is that over there anyway? Who is that? Do you see her? How many of you guys have a dog that does that? So cute. You want my hands? She's still there. Yeah, she is. She's not going to go anywhere. How's everyone doing? Oh, gosh. I love you. Today we're grooming a dog that, you guys know her, but I groom her on the wall. We do a shave down every 3 months, I think. I need to go pull her file. She had a severe ear infection, the dog I'm about to groom, that destroyed her ability to have balance. Can you imagine having an ear infection so bad that you will never stand the same? I mean, just comprehend that for just a minute. I'll let you think about that for a minute. And you can comment below if you know exactly what I'm talking about, or if you have seen that happen, or you own a dog that it happened to, or maybe it happened to you. You have an ear infection so bad, you will never stand the same, ever. So ear health is really important, and we talk a lot about it. I show you a lot over the many years. If you haven't gone back, like type in my favorite groomer ear and just watch all those educational videos about ear cleaning, ear upkeep, what to look for. She came to stand right in front of me. Come over here. Come here, okay? Come here. Come over here. I'll hold you. Come here. Come here. Sit down. There you go. Good girl. So you can tell she's my shadow. You're mommy's shadow. Yep. Yes, you are. But it's really important to be able to look in your dog's ear, to smell the dog's ear, if you can't see, I really love putting a headlamp on and aiming in and really looking at the ears. I want to know that my dog's ears are in really good shape. And when this client found me, she has 2 dogs. One dog goes to a regular corporate grooming. She doesn't need the one-on-one, private, patience, like the time is devoted for the dog. You're not in a rush. This dog, her second dog, this dog needs this kind of grooming. So which tells you right, there's enough business in the world for everyone. You know what I mean? There are how many grocery stores? So then why can't there be many, many types of pet groomers? And there can be. There just shouldn't be people that are really cruel or hateful, because they do exist. There are reasons why some businesses exist, and here I like to say I'm much different because of what I offer. So this dog comes to me and we are able to do exactly what the pet owner wants done, but alone. I mean, she's here today, but alone, that appointment's for her and her dog. She can watch, she can sit, wait, and watch is what I like to call it. But the ears are really important in the upkeep. And so when I met this dog, I thought, wow, you know, all those years of me talking about ears, it could even be worse than what I ever thought, you know, what I ever knew. If you just don't know what to look for, or genetically, it's just crazy that this dog, the way she stands, it's so cute, but it's not normal. And it's not normal because of the major ear infection that caused so much trauma inside her ears and her ear. I may be misspeaking it, but the balance factor, you know. So now that we know the sound is good to go, why don't we do a little brushing on my Doodle while we wait for the client to arrive, okay? I have a video coming out for you guys about her eyes. Does anybody remember or have seen recently, even on my TikTok channel, her eye, that eye boogers, all that crap? I just want to say, you know what it was? There would be so many people that wrote their own opinions, and not even an opinion, but telling me what it is. They were all wrong, all of them. So in her eyes, because we have now gone to a specialist and they look really good. We've been doing the eye drops for only a week now, a week and a half, maybe going into 2 weeks, right? Eye drops every day. Do you know her eyes were not producing enough tears at all? And that causes, and I'll do a whole video on this alone. So anyone just chilling with me right now, you're gonna get like the real reason. It wasn't that her hair was colored on her head like a rainbow at one point. It wasn't that her hair was too long. It wasn't that she was dirty. It wasn't even truly the allergies that I thought it was. But I'll tell you this, the allergies, like when my yard turned to hay this summer, because we had 45 days of over 100 degrees. And I remember when it happened, it was like she was out there messing around, rolling around, playing, all that debris in the air that causes allergens, you know, from what's in the grass that's turned to hay. That day was like, oh, one of those days was like, oh, you really have an eye problem right now. She was squinting and all this stuff. And I was like, I knew right what it was. It was just that flared the problem. Because she wasn't born with the problem, but it flared it, and boom, her eyes stopped generating enough tears to keep the eye lubricated. So what happens is the eye will then start to just make anything to help. And so it creates this mucus stuff, and the mucus it's not tears, but it would keep the eye lubricated. Isn't that crazy that the body has these backup plans? So now we have, and I'll do this all in the video because it's going to be like really just to the point, and all the products I used, so you kind of know. Not every product was something I should have used, even though there are some over-the-counter stuff you can get. Not everyone was right, and not everyone was wrong either. But I had no idea, just one simple test, you know, to get in, it would have saved us, it started in June, it's November, so it would have saved us months of just troubleshooting at home. And I wouldn't say it was expensive the way I was troubleshooting. It would be just time saving. It was very low cost what I was doing, but it would have been worth it to just get ahead months ago. So it wasn't bad what was happening, but it was gross looking, all that stuff in her eyes. And then when you look at her eyes actually, she was born with black eyeliner around her eyes. It's so cute. Her eye is lined with black. Like she looks like she has eyeliner, right? Is that you? Hi. But when she blinks, look at your dog's eyes. When they blink, her eyes go like in and her eyelids curl. And if you open them a little bit at one time, a little bit at a time, I went through a phase. I did everything. Changed dog food, did the eye drops, did a different set of eye drops, trimmed all the hair back, all of it. Because when she would blink, her eyelids would curl in a little bit, and that's actually a known problem. It's when the hair grows and tickles and bothers the actual eye. And I was like, oh, maybe this is it. Because I could see, like, I would have to move eye because it's so curly. Like, how does hair grow out curled? Well, it does, especially on this kind of hair doodle. So it grows out curly, curls right into the eye, and it's like one hair. That one hair in my eye or your eye is really going to be like itchy, and you can't move it. Because you don't have fingers, you know, that can move it. You have nails. So I trimmed all that back. And guess what? It didn't fix it. And then I was like, that was the done deal for me. I did that for a little while, and I was like, okay, this is beyond what I can do. You know, all the things I pulled out of my knowledge, nothing I was doing was helping. So getting her the appointment with the eye doctor, which is way more expensive than your average veterinarian. And you just have to call around to see in your local city if you can find an ophthalmologist that doesn't require a referral. And what does that mean? If you have to find an ophthalmologist that doesn't require a referral, which I called 4, and they're all over the state of Texas because there's not one in every single city. I called 4, and only 1 would not need a referral, which means I actually have to go take her to another veterinarian first, get seen, get referred over to the ophthalmologist, which in my opinion, no offense, I know there's an eye problem. It's not fleas, it's not anything else. It's a freaking eye problem. And now you have to go spend all this other money just to get in that door of the ophthalmologist, which are what some people want to do. Maybe it's because an ophthalmologist, veterinarian, just doesn't want to go through all the troubleshooting with just the walk-in client. Even though the walk-in client is going to pay their $300 exam fee, okay? Who knows? So the one I found, I was really happy with, and not the one I found 4 in the state of Texas, at least in the vicinity of like 100 miles from where my salon is. And all those 4, out of 4, only 1 allowed non-referral. So let's say if you had to get a referral, you would have to go to your regular vet first, veterinarian, and you would have to pay their office visit, exam fee, whatever, tests maybe before you can get referred to the ophthalmologist. So you're already out all that money, right? And then you go to the ophthalmologist, you have to start there fresh, which is exam fees, tests, and all that stuff. And then you have to really see what's going on and get the prescriptions that you need and da-da-da-da. And you can see right there where the bill can start just adding up. So I wouldn't say always skip your veterinarian, but in our case, we had done troubleshooting since June, and it's November. Well, it was October when we got seen. November. No, it was November when we got seen. It took 3 weeks to get in. So I'm really glad I didn't have to do the first veterinarian first just to get her in, and I knew that it was a problem. But if you're unsure, then yeah, your first veterinarian would probably be, what if it has nothing to do with the eye? It's just food allergens or something like that. I can see why the first veterinarian might want to see your dog first, you know what I mean? All right, well, let's do a little brushing because our client should be here any minute, and then we'll finish up brushing afterwards. So this looks matted. And there's probably some tangles here because I pet her like a lot on the head. But this is, I don't have time to brush every day, which is why she has a short coat. So we do brushing about every 5 days. And it takes about, depends on how long the hair is at the time. I kind of like to even up the hair, not trim it short. So let me double check something here. Okay. All right, let's brush her out together. Yeah, Diane, it was $300 just to get her into the ophthalmologist. Like, what? That was the exam fee. Like, what? That was before we did anything. But you know why, right? Because the ophthalmologist has they became a veterinarian, and then they fine-tuned their veterinarian skills to focus on just the eye. It's not like all veterinarians know all the extra details about the eye. Okay, let me get your brush here. We're gonna do some leave-in conditioner, and let me make sure I can kind of hear the front. Yeah, okay. We'll do this, girl. Will you stay up there for me while we brush? Wait, get your gloves on so you don't get any splinters. And don't forget, check us out at myfavoritegroomer.com. And while you're here chilling with me, if you would like, you can help me out by hitting the like button on the video and the follow button and the subscribe button if you haven't already. And when that client comes in, we're going to need to lower this. So I'll go ahead and lower it now. And we are going to need to, I need one more thing. That other pet, this groom loop cover is really going to be handy. I always, I just invented these. I really recommend this for dogs that really hang their head. So this goes around their neck and allows not just the groom loop itself, which is very rope-like. This will support the entire neck. I don't use it for aggressive dogs because it can slide off, but when you see this baby girl when she comes in, you'll understand why that's so important. And you guys have seen her before. She'll be in a few minutes. She should be here any minute, actually. We're not going to be able to brush, girl. Yeah, we're busy. We are busy. You know what I'm saying? So I put 2 arms on that table because I'd like to go from one side to the other. So I know you're going to ask me this. Why wouldn't I have a bar? Well, I don't like bars. I don't like the groom tables with a bar because you have a clamp on each side, right? One here and one here. And then you have the bar and it goes up to the top and you have groom loop hooks. If you have the bar, guess what? If you are grooming an aggressive dog and you need to move the arm quickly, you can't. You have to run to this side and then run to this side and then move the bar up and down together and then tighten it and then tighten. That bar, to me, is no, I can't. I need something with the way I groom dogs. It can't be something that takes a while. You have got to be moving quickly. So I don't like the bar on top. Like you won't see me. I might buy one to show you and let people use it, that kind of thing, but that's not handy for me. You know what I mean? So that's why I'll have one arm, and I sell arms at myfavoritegroomer.com. It can fit on a table with a ledge. You know how sometimes underneath the table there's like a lip? So here's the table and there's a lip. You need to have enough lip that the arm can clamp onto it. If there's something, a piece of wood in the way, that you hit your knee on, that piece of wood that you hit your knee on, just make sure that whatever table you're going to get an arm for, because you can almost make any table your grooming table. Your kitchen nook, your dining table, as long as you have enough place for the clamp and that piece of wood that you hit your knee on is back further or not existent. But yeah, the arm over the table, I don't do that. Now you know why, because I have to like jump back a lot and move things around a lot while the dog's like panicking, freaking out, and having a problem. You're not gonna have time to go over here and undo while the dog's on the table and all that. And when you have an aggressive dog, you're not gonna wanna take the dog off, and you can hardly even touch the dog to begin with. You're not gonna wanna take the dog off, then try to get him back up. You wanna know, you don't want none of that. You wanna be moving, you wanna be swift, quick, and that's why. So I know some of you guys are like, why don't you just get the table? No. The arm with, no. There's a reason. Okay, let's get you up here real quick now, Light. Come on, baby girl. Come on, can you jump for me? Thank you. Let me put this down. Okay. I see what you guys are saying here. She's like, okay, mom's ready, You're ready? Oh, someone's here already? Oh, she's here. You can't get brushed right now. You can't get brushed right now, girl. We have to do it after. Okay? We have to do it after. Yeah. We'll brush after. Come on, let's go over here. Come on. Good girl. All right, let's do this over here. Hey, good morning. Sorry about that. Saw the sign that said, bring it? No. You don't need to bring it. I'm sorry. I'll just make sure she calms down. I actually am live right now on YouTube, so you'll be able to watch it on the YouTube channel. You're okay, please don't do that. You're okay. No, it shouldn't. Oh, maybe it turned off. Oh, yeah, it turned off. How are you today? Yeah, thanks for working with me. I'm coming in a little later. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, I have an appointment in South at 2 o'clock.
Today?
Yeah.
Okay, what time? 12? It's 1? 12?
I have an appointment at 2. So, I'll get out of here by 1. I should be good.
Okay. It's off my muscle here. Oh no. Okay, it's right here, so I'm gonna say you should be able to watch that. And it's on me right now, right? Come on. If she keeps barking, I'll move her to the back.
Okay.
Female. Oh, that's coming here. Come on, baby girl. Hey, how are you? Okay, you guys ready for this? It's a little far, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is. The camera's on this side of the room. All right, here we go. Let me see here. Wait for me. So my female Doodle is hanging out with the pet parent. Because that's all she cares about, just loving, right? And then I am going to pick you up to put you on the table. We're gonna, okay, I got that. Hey, girl. You doing okay? And pet parent just informed me she has a 2 o'clock appointment she needs to get to, so we're gonna go quick. I'm gonna pick you up, baby. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Good girl. Good girl. Up, 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 up. Let's make sure these guys are pretty close, because I won't be able to do anything while she's on the table. Okay. Is that good? It's pretty close, right? Okay, let me go over here. Come here, girl. Ready? Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Good job. Come up, 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 up. Good girl. Good girl. Is that good there? So I pulled the file, looked at it. This is every 2 months, so she is pretty thick. And this is 2 months grow out, okay? When the hair, for me, you can do a 10 down. You can do 10 down or 7 reverse. I like to do 7 reverse, clean up with the 10 down. When you come back, and the only way I can say it is just try it or you'll never know. So once you do try it, you're like, wow, the 7 reverse really cuts through the thickness of this type of coat, like a Husky, right? Or a German Shepherd. If you go reverse, you'll be able to go like, wow, I got all that off really well. And then 10 down smooths it out. But when you do the 7 reverse and you touch the dog coming this way because of the direction of the cut of the hair and the angle of the blade, the hair is so smooth after the haircut. I love it. You won't know unless you try, and I suggest you try everything at least once. Just try it out before you make a full-on judgment about something. And even if so, you may not like it for you, but other people like it for them. So let them have ownership in their life and their dogs. All right, here we go. You know I gotta have my trash, you know what I'm saying? I just want to see something and maybe show you as soon as, like if I had the regular groom loop on without the cover that we have, like as soon as I do that, this is how low her neck hangs. It hangs low the entire groom. So this is why I invented it. Just this scenario, when they're doing that, gives them support to just be able to stay up here without the rope effect, right? Yes. This tail is really short already, right? The tail always grows slower than any other body part for some reason. The ear's next. So when you shave ears, they grow slow back too, but the tail is even slower in most cases. So since it's so low already, I'm going to do a 10 down, not a 7 reverse. I don't need to go super, super, super duper short on the tail because it's already, look, it's really short. In my opinion, all the nerves in the body land back here. They end in the tail. I could be wrong because I'm not a veterinarian and I haven't studied it like that, but when I work with an animal, if their tail is extremely sensitive, then just do your best and get out of there. Don't stay there too long and don't do a lot of pressure with your teeth and the vibration of the clipper. You can see she's like pulling it away a little bit. She don't love it. If she happened to be a mean dog, then a lot of times they will bite or react. So you just want to get in and out. You don't need to stay there, and it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? This is, here, I saved some stuff for my 10 blade. The safe areas that I feel like can be nicked easy, under the armpits, around the tummy, especially since she's older and her skin is more flexible. And right here, this area, this flap of skin, under the tail, like there's some areas, private areas, you should use a 10 blade only. You don't want to lift it up now? Let me see. Lift up. you can come back with your slicker brush, the small one that I sell, and brush it up so you can kind of see, because we don't want to come back here after the bath. For an older dog, we want them in and out, like go home. So we don't blow dry her either. There's going to be things that I recommend you skip when you're dealing with a senior dog with disabilities, and one of those is blow drying. I got you, baby girl. I got you. Ready, rest. Okay, up again, there you go. Real quick. Okay, back down. Let's go and get our 40 blade out. Since we have her in this position, I don't want to move her around like she's a young, vibrant, jump around, I got a lot of energy kind of dog. We want to move, when I move her back, I don't want to come back here again. So we're done here. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to come back here. So I want to go ahead and do her feet, like here and here, the feet and the pads on this body parts, and then turn her around and then do that side. So we don't have to keep spinning around and around and around. Oh, you got it. I got you. I'm right here. You okay? Good girl. Hold on. Hold on. Back to your 7 blade real quick. Something that's super handy here is also the Furminator. We'll use this just to pull out some of that hair that's kind of stuck in there because her hair coat is really thick. It's like you think you shaved it all off, but then you find like there's a whole bunch left. Look, like there's still, right? Isn't that crazy? Real lightly because this is the skin here, so you don't have to dig hard. Just let the brush do its work. I use the Furminator once a month, not every day. You don't know what I'm talking about? Take the Furminator, spray it with cleaner, and then scrub yourself, brush yourself, and then you'll understand like, oh, I don't need it to go hard. You don't, do not go hard on it. Okay, we're gonna turn you around, baby girl. You wanna go this way for me? Okay, look up, look up. Okay, there you go. I got you here, there you go. Got your balance? Okay. Can I lift this up for you? Keep up. You have to, can I rest your head on my shoulder a second? Can you do that? Here, let me do this. There we go. Is that good? Tight? Good girl. Readjust this. Good girl. Good girl. Make sure you hit that like button for me. Hit the subscribe and follow if you're just getting here. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to switch out my 7 blades, but I don't love how it's sounding, so I'm going to switch this out real quick. Nope, a 7 reverse is going to cut shorter than a 10 down. And one of the reasons I like doing the 7 reverse is not just because of the length, but because of the feel. We talked about that when I first started the video. Let's get our 10 blade on. Because she can't really hold herself steady, notice I hardly touch her. I don't move her around a lot. I'm doing all that on purpose. Because it's like, I've got my balance, like, don't mess me up, right? Don't like push me, tap me, don't be doing all that, right? You can see it, like just work around everything you can work around so she has a good grooming experience. You're using the wall a little bit. All right, let's get our 40 blade, work on her other 2 feet now that we're in this position. Keeping it nice and low. Keeping the foot nice and low, not all up high. There was one time we went high on the other side, we lifted up and got really underneath all her tummy and all up under there, but now we don't have to do that again, you know what I'm saying? Good girl. Good girl. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. You don't like it? It's okay. It's okay. Get a close up of this. Put that back. Okay. Good girl. Go up here. There you go. On the edge. Very good. One more here. Go here. Up, 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 up. Good girl. Good girl. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Very good. Nice. Thin blade, slicker brush. Again, you can check everything out at myfavoritegroomer.com that I'm using. We're going to brush back, like I said, so we don't have to come back here. We're almost done. We got to wrap up her neck area. Did anybody see her move her tail for me? She's so smart. Okay, Perminator. Now we're going to work on your head. So there's nothing else I can do to help her neck when I work on her neck. So you just have to do what you got to do and just try to get in and out. do 7 reverse. You're leaning way out here, girl. Hold on, hold on. Okay, it's okay. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, did you hear that noise? You did? Did you feel it? Did you feel it? I could feel something too. Like a motor? Yeah. Like a truck. Oh, you know what that is? That's a semi-truck. Going over those humps outside. We've got these speed bumps out there. You know what I mean? And when the semi-truck goes over and has a big container on it, the semi-truck makes a big boom sound. Okay, 10 blade. Let's touch up the neck area here. I don't know if you guys can tell, there is a mass right here, right in there. I don't remember that being there last time, but food for thought. But yeah, I don't remember that. 2 months ago. Aw. Oh, look at your tilted head. It's so cute. It's so cute. Yes, it is. All right, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. I'm gonna give her a bath, send her home, and then we will come back and finish out brushing my Doodle. So if you wanna grab yourself a coffee or a drink or a snack, I will be right back. Thanks for watching. Be sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and follow. Check us out at myfavoritegroomer.com. Thanks a lot for joining in on our live feed today. We'll be right back. You looking over here? Come here. Let's go get you bathed real quick, and we'll do her ears in the bath. Okay, ready? Up, 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 up. I gotcha. I gotcha. Shh, you're okay. Goof, isn't she? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll be right back. Mama's over here. Come on. This way. Okay, you can't tell? This way. There, who's that? Who's that? Yeah, I think Sheila does. Exactly. Right? Remember that one time I shaved her head and we were like, oh, why would we do that? So I did it this time, so is that good, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
How's my timing?
Good, good, good.
Yeah, good, perfect.
Yes. I'm taking all of mine out, so they're giving me an hour to take out, like,
Oh, thank you so much.
I don't Merry Christmas.
Thank you so
A
much.
little hour to get this out, like, so, yeah, you're doing good.
All right, fantastic. Okay. I'm gonna send you all this between the sandwich treats, okay?
Oh, okay.
For big dogs, I think my duo maybe get one each, but the little dog, I wouldn't give them one. Big ones. Saw it in half.
Yeah.
Sweet potato. Okay, good. You don't want that. Bye, girl. Thank you. Alrighty. Are you guys bored? I am so sorry you're so bored right now. Okay, let me go get Doodle, okay? And we'll brush her out together and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Alright, let's see here. Diane, you're right. I actually hate the table on the wall. I like to walk around my client, but the table for her gives her like, man, this one time it's just one drop. It's just like, oh, you know, we're not doing that again. With dogs, with her problem, you know what I'm saying? With dogs that can't hold their balance due to a disability now. So, yes, you're exactly right, Diane. Definitely want to do that. But I don't like, we used to groom when I would groom at PetSmart, when I worked at PetSmart, and a lot of our tables for space were along the wall. And I always remember just hating that. I was like, I'm not going to do that. I want to be able to walk around the dog instead of constantly moving the dog. I would rather move myself. So I always want to walk around the dog. I think that's more efficient. Okay. Right. So we're not going to go up here, but I do want to sweep that before Wait a minute. Who knows who's whining? Who knows who's meowing right now? Who knows the answer to that? All right, I think we're set up now, right? To get back to the big table. Okay. Where did she go? Huh? Where did that dog go? Are you looking everywhere for that doggy? Where did she go? Come on. Come on, where did she go? Huh? Where did she go? She's gone. Oh, she's gone. You missed her. Yeah. You missed her, girl. Let me get her brush. No, baby girl. Female. Come on. Up. Good girl. Let's go ahead and start brushing you. Since you might help me out here, I'm going to just turn you this way. Turn this way so you guys can see. We're going to start back here. I'll turn this way. Look at me. Look up. Look up. Good girl. Good girl. This is a perfect position to now start working your left hand to give your right arm and hand a rest. Since the hair is really curly coming into the feet, I like to go back and forward. Look up. Look up. Good girl. Turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. Good girl. Come over like this, around. You can go head up, like that. See, a lot of dogs that come in for grooming don't behave that way, right? They might fight more, but we've been brushing her since she was how big, you guys? So if you're consistent, that tells you everything. And you can start now. You don't have to be like, we never did it, we can't. You can start now. Oh. Nice. that. Whatever you're trying to lick, don't lick that. I don't want you licking that. Is she looking right at you? Are you looking right at them? Hey, baby. Hey, baby. You don't like it? I don't like it either. Let me see. Look up. Look up. Okay. Hold on. Look at it. Look at it. Here, look up. Look up. Over here. There you go. Do that. Rest your head there. Rest your head there. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You're so sweet. You're so sweet, girl. Almost done. What do you think? What do you think so far? You want to own a doodle? It's a lot of brushing. Real easy, real nice and easy. Real nice and easy. You're okay. We're almost done. All right, let's check with our comb now. Oh yeah, don't throw that down, baby. Conditioner, just a little bit of this. Now let's check with our comb. It is a lot of work, Maru. What's up, Maru? Hold on, stop. There. It's that really thick curl around your neck and on top of your head, you know? Look up. sweet. You're such a good dog. See, I want to keep all this short, not to the eyelid itself, but short here because we are doing the eye drops, but just, I don't want it hanging and touching her eyeball, like that's it. I'm not trying to actually get it short like a 40 blade like I did a couple weeks ago or a month ago to make sure it wasn't that she had the problem where the hair is growing and into the eye, which is really a problem. So I do want to keep this short here while we are doing the eye drops. And if you're not sure what I mean, I'll come back and watch the beginning of the video. We kind of already talked about that. So those of you guys that have been here for the whole video, I don't have to repeat myself. And you guys don't have to hear it again. Good girl. You did so good. Yes, you did. Thanks for letting me brush all that out. Yes. If it curls into the eye, get it out of there. And look, all that brushing, look how much hair came off. Like nothing, you know what I mean? All that whole body. This is why doodles are so popular. Or poodles, doodles. It's like there's not much going on here, right? So if you have a really crazy shedding dog, you probably have more of the Labrador or more of a different mix in there. Look at that. That's like her whole body. Wow. You can come down. Yeah, you can come down. Oh, you did good. You did so good. You did so good. Yes, you did. You're so soft now. You're so soft. Yeah, you happy? You happy? Come on, come down. I'll give you a treat. Everyone, do you have time for me to go through and kind of look at your, you want sweet potato? Sweet potato? Go through and kind of look at your chat? Let's do it. How about that? Let's take a look at what you guys are talking about. Okay. Yeah, I'll just kind of scan through and say hi, you know? Yeah. Do you have time? Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe and follow. Check us out on all social media platforms. And let's take a look. There's been, the last couple days that we've been doing the live feeds, there has actually been quite a few of our members. And thank you for being members on YouTube. That's debris in the air. Thanks for being members on YouTube, Pookie Puppy, MP. Some of you guys are in the feed, like Two Dogs. I see you guys. Many, many months being a member on YouTube. Thank you so much for supporting us. All right, so it looks like I'm going to scan. If you want to scroll all the way back up, you can scan with me. If there's something I missed, please repeat it. Thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate you watching, subscribing, liking, shopping at myfavoritegroomer.com, and really being in touch with me. Yes, Jean says ear plucking should be a regular part of a grooming. It should be. My doodles, if you keep the hair plucked, the doodles, I have two. I really need to pluck their ear hair about every 3 months. I kind of look every night, like while I'm laying there watching TV or laying in bed before going to sleep or reading a book. I'm always cuddling my dogs. I'm always flipping things over, feeling the inside of their ear. And so I really keep it maintained, but about every 3 months, I really want to make sure I get everything within the ear canal. Not all the stuff on this flap, but everything coming out of the actual ear canal. So it's not very often, as long as you maintain it. And then when I do ear plucking, the hair, it's not a lot. There's not a lot there. So it's best to keep that at bay, because when it's really thick and then you have to remove it, there likely is problems when that's happening. And your dog's not liking it, not used to it, so then it's like, oh crap, you know, the dog itches, causes a problem, causes a scratch, flaps their head a lot, causes a hematoma on the ear by flapping. You can Google all these things I'm talking about if you don't know or believe me. Diane says, hi Diane. Diane emailed me after the feed the other day. Oh, you always see me, right? I itch my face and nose with my fabric, not my hands. Well, the dander on an animal is on your hands. So if you itch with your hands, you will see, like, adult pet parents who come in and they don't put a mask on. If they itch their face, guess what? You don't stop itching your face until you take a shower. So I always use my fabric. And I actually used to, back in the day when I first started grooming, I would do a towel, and then I would lay the towel down, and the towel would get hairy from the hair in the air or the hair that landed on my counter. Because I didn't put hair there. Hair got to my counter. Hair gets on my keyboard. Hair is everywhere. Fine little particles of hair that you breathe in, that you cannot get rid of in a hair salon of any kind. So I would have a towel, then I had the towel wrapped around my neck, then I had the towel tucked in like a bib. I tried everything. And I was like, okay, I just have to use my shirt like this to itch my nose. Until one day my family member was like, why is it that we grew up with face masks but you never wear one? And I thought, you're right, Mom. I'm going to start wearing a face mask, because she's really clean and she does not like me being dirty. And she really made me recognize that you're right. I breathe a lot of it in. No wonder. I'm like, okay, so now I use a face mask and I cover my face with the mask so I don't breathe all those fine hairs in. And I itch my face with my face mask. But right now I'm talking to you, so I don't have that. So that's what you should do. Be sure you use your collar or shirt or something that's not hairy to itch your face. That's a big tipper right there. I see something else here about, Diane says, hi Dee Dee, working on tear stains on my Maltese. A breeder friend suggests drinking spring water, but that doesn't cure completely. So, you know, that's a whole video in itself. And what if I just told you, nothing you do is going to work? Nothing. What if I said that? Then what would you do? Would you just stop having anxiety over it? So everything is not going to work, and not everything works 100%. And I want you to really hear me on that. That's through life. Is your automobile going to last your lifetime? No. Are you going to work in the kitchen and never cut yourself? Probably not. But you see what I mean? Nothing in life is 100%. So if someone said, hey Dee Dee, how do I cut the stains problem out of my dog's eyes? Check this out. I have two cream or white, right? They're white, they're cream doodles. Do they have a bunch of stains on their eyes? No. Am I using distilled water? No. Am I using bottled water? I wasn't. Do you see what I'm saying? What are you doing different, Dee Dee? I wash their face every day. When I had two Shih Tzus and Duke, he's they're gone. They passed away a long time ago. But when I had 2 Shih Tzus and they had tear stains, I washed their face every day, which I learned from my mom. Because my mom babysat my dogs while I was in Guam in the military, in the Air Force. And so she would wash their face every day. Do you know that the rest of Duke's life, he did not have tear stains? For like the last 11 years of his life, you know? Wash your, and you know what I used? Did I use anything that we sell these days for their face? Nope. Didn't use any chemicals, just water and a towel. And not, I had a pet sitter recently, that washed my dog's face that I could see in the camera, a dry towel. That is not washing a face. That's just wiping the face with a dry towel. So, hold on a second. Female, get out there. I knew you were getting in here. Am I too late? Did you already get in that? Sure, I could talk to you guys for hours. Oh my, hours. Okay, honestly, I could talk to y'all for hours. I mean, how long have I not talked to you guys for like this? Like a year? So, wash your dog's face with warm water or cold water. It don't matter to me. You're asking me for my opinion, and I would say it doesn't matter to me if you use warm or cold water. Maybe it just matters how cold the water is, if it's wintertime, and how it is on your fingers. But wash your dog's face and do it daily, every day. On my female Doodle, she comes to 3 different names, by the way. It's not her only name, and that's because I have not yet done her name reveal video, so I will call her all 3 of those names. She comes to girl, female, and her real name, and she doesn't care. She doesn't care, and neither do I. I don't care. You can spell my name D-E-D-E, you can spell it D-E-E, you can spell D-D, you can do all kinds of stuff. I don't care. It's not a big deal. I think more people should care less, if you know what I mean. So many people are so picky and rude and mean, and just let it go. I may have cared a long time ago, but I've learned, just care less. Care less about certain things. Okay, wash the dog's face daily, and you can get chemicals like facial scrubs and stuff like that. I have found that they are not any better or worse. You want a fragrance around their face, so when you kiss them, you smell that, great. But I don't use I don't do all that. Exfoliating them for their dog, I personally don't do all that. I have heard, and I have not yet had a client fulfill this. So distilled water for your dog's drinking water for the entire life of the dog. Let me know if you have the time and patience to really stick to it and do distilled water. Go buy distilled water, feed distilled water. When you wash the bowl, stay with distilled water for the life of the dog. Let me know. Does that stop the tear stains from staining the eye area, the hair around the eye? I have told people that. More than one person has told me that. Same thing with bottled water, right? Same thing with bottled water, distilled water. Try it. But you have to do it for a very long time. I don't think it's something that you can do overnight and expect to change. And I recently did the whole bottled water thing for my female Doodle because I tried everything to make sure I did all the troubleshooting with her eye problems. And when I did the troubleshooting, that was one thing I did. I moved her someone said it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. I tried it for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, maybe a week of bottled water only. I'm telling you, you're gonna be buying a lot of bottled water, especially if you're like me and you're rescuing animals, and you have all these animals drinking all the bottled water. You are literally wasting. It's just not earth friendly. It's absolutely not earth friendly. And I was only doing it because there was no tear staining. It was just that junk stuff in her eye, which guess what? Had nothing to do with water now. Once we got the test done, has nothing to do with that. So they're back to, I actually am doing boiled water, and they drink out of a glass or stainless steel. I have done that for many years. Glass can break if a dog comes running in, which has happened, and they slam, a puppy slams in, a big puppy slams into the glass bowl, it can break. So stainless steel is probably your best bet. Nothing with paint on it if you're allowing them to drink water from, with nothing with paint that's gonna go away into the water. I don't do that. But wash your pet's face daily. Try that for a while. For a long time. Cut the eyelashes back. All the hair around the eye have that knot hanging and drooling, that eye fluid everywhere. Like, cut all that back. When I groom a Maltese, I use a 40 blade and kind of boop, boop, just take all those stains off, wash the face, right? And then it starts over. I have told and seen that when you do let the face dry and you apply Vaseline, which is a lubricant like petroleum jelly, when the tear stain comes out, it goes on top of that, and you can wipe it now. You can actually wipe it. But I personally don't like the jelly factor that's happening around the eye with that. But clients in the 15 years ago did do that, and it did work. But you really, again, have to be there every day, wiping the face. You don't want that petroleum jelly to now be like really nasty, making it yellow. Like, you really just need to wash their face, right? There was a veterinarian, when I first started my business and I first started carrying products to sell, I'm really picky. I get a lot of emails like, carry this, carry that, promo this, promo that, do a video, I'll send you a free thing. And when I do one, like the cat auto feeder, I'm really picky. So when you buy from myfavoritegroomer.com, I either like it, I use it, I sell it because I use it. If I buy something and it doesn't pass my standards, I don't carry it so that it's just always on my website. No, it's got to be something I really like. And so when it comes to your eyes on the dog, there was a product, I don't want to say it because I'm not trying to advertise for that. It's a pill, and I think they even have within their line, it drops in their water. Now check this out. For me, I feel like I take more time to make sure things, and certain things in life. And one of those things is I talked to my veterinarian at the time that actually was set up grooming out of his facility. Not working for him. I was doing my own business, and that's a big difference because someone can't tell you what to do if you're working alongside them. You are doing your own business and you're there renting a space or whatnot. So I'm my own business working alongside a veterinarian at that time. And I remember asking the veterinarian, which I felt like was a friend. You can define friendship later, but a friend that I could ask questions to about animal and health care because I am not a veterinarian. So I asked the veterinarian, hey, there's this product on the market. It's a pill, and it comes in a bottle of 100 or 30 or 50, and it's kind of expensive, like 50 bucks. If I were to buy this and sell it to clients, just like Diane, asking how to get rid of these tear stains. What are the pros and cons of me trying to sell that? Because I can sell it. Now, I'm not the manufacturer, right? So if I sell this product to you and you try it, and is it harmful? Is it good? Is it bad? Okay, so let's say he said, this is quote, right? He said, anything you do daily, a pill form, is not good for the kidneys. Oh, good to know. I knew right then I wouldn't buy it and resell it. Does the product work? I have heard it works. Would I personally want to do that pill to my dog for life every day or no, all that's no. The answer for me is no. So you can get stuff on the market and try it and it might work, but then you can also weigh it before you even buy it. Are you really going to stick with it for life? Or are you going, what are we doing here? What's the end goal? So don't just look at what you want and need right now. Look at the long term. So I hope I gave you some tips and ideas of how to consider it in your mind, what you would like to do about the tear stains, but also maybe just shaving it, cleaning it, washing it daily for over 30 to 45 days. If I were to give you the example of my mom washing my Shih Tzu's face, it would be you need to wash her face every day for a year. Because I can tell you, as a young adult, I did not wash their face every single day when I got them back. I just washed their face as needed, and they did not have tear stain problems. My Doodles are in a really good dog food. You can check my website for that. I sell what I use. So they're on a really good dog food. They do get a supplement. They drink regular water in a stainless steel bowl, and they do not, and they're white or light complected dogs, and they do not have tear stains like Malteses do. So go figure, right? There must be something there that I'm doing different. Now, if I owned a Maltese, I would wash their face every day. It's consistently a problem having tear stains. It doesn't mean, even like this boxer mix that I just rescued the other day, I can smell what would be a red tear stain on her skin, but she's brindle. You can't see it. So I've been using the malicetic otic that I sell for ear flushing and fungal growth. I've been using that on a paper towel, just wipe it here, and in 2 days that smell's gone. But if she were a white dog, I bet I would see some tear stains, because you could smell the problem. So food for thought, let us know what you choose to do, and if you end up being consistent, let us know the difference. And it's best to see a difference if you do a before and after picture and really devote yourself to it, commit yourself to 3 months nonstop, or like 1 year, and then do a before and after and really start to see whatever it is you choose to do if there is difference. But you want to be consistent. So if you choose to wash your face every day, do that. Before picture, after picture, 1 year, 6 months. You can pick that. You can pick changing the water to just distilled water, or like your friend is saying, spring water. And I want to see you be consistent. You can't try something for a day or two or even a month. It's not long enough. You really need to be consistent. I would really love your feedback when you guys get done with whatever you pick. Okay? All right, so I'm gonna knock my drink over here in a second. Okay. Hey Antonio, everyone. Hey everyone. I hope you're still there. And thanks for hanging out and just chilling with me while we answer some questions. Diane, she does have a name, but I'm gonna wait till the name reveal, which is any time now, any day now. I have to make time. That's gonna be a long video, because I have to go find like a year of pictures and videos and put it together. So that's a big one coming out. Shyla, thank you for being here. Fran, Casey, all of you, thank you so much for being here. If I don't say your name individually, thank you. But those of you guys who donated, I'm seeing your donations. Thanks a lot for your donations. I will come through and say your name. Indiana, it must be cold up there. Oh, you guys should connect. Connect, but safely. Yeah, they're in Central Indiana. Cool. This whole dating, really? Come on, people. You guys are trying. How do they get away with that? Yeah, Shyla, I was too busy to block at that point. Autumn says, I'm so psyched I made another live. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you, Autumn. Did I have a good Veterans Day? I spent the day with my animals. I did. I spent the day with my animals. I had a few days off in November, and I spent some time grooming afar. Yes. I was in Hawaii grooming, and then I came back, and I knew I would not have a pet sitter for a while, so I spent some time with my animals. And Veterans Day, and I looked at some really good deals online for Veterans Day, but I just snuggled with my dogs that day. Christine, what's up? Diana, the lower the number blade, the longer the cut. Dumb question, Diane says, doesn't a 10 cut shorter than a 7? The 10 is shorter than the 7, but the 7 reverse is even a shy shorter than the 10 down. Gwendolyn says, I love the way you treat your dogs like personal care, always teaching your viewers. Thank you so much for noticing. I appreciate that. Mama Hype, I have you so far away because that's just as long as the cord is. Sometimes things are out of your control. I haven't invested even more money in longer cords. It's pretty expensive. Diane, the meowing is from my rescue cat. You can find a lot of his videos on my TikTok channel, which is under My Favorite Groomer on TikTok. The rescue cat would love a guardian home, so if you're interested, please let me know. He is amazing. But when he saw me come in there to bathe Lucy, he was so excited and he really wanted me to give him attention. Man, I love him so much. Shyla says, what a beautiful doodle. She is knocked out right here on the floor, by the way. Thank you so much. If you are wanting puppies, I believe I will be having some puppies. They will not be purebred doodles, but I believe I just washed my face too, and my hands. I will be having puppies possibly for Valentine's Day. So if you're interested, please email me. Go to myfavoritegroomer.com and email me. Jody says, hello from St. John's, Newfoundland. That's so cool. What's up, Canada? I'm going to be coming to Canada. I am. Probably in 2023, 24. I think 2024 Canada's on my list. I hope that they have lowered some standards on flight travel coming in, but yeah, I cannot wait. So make sure you know, I know, go to myfavoritegroomer.com, sign up for the newsletter. So when I say, hey, I'm coming to Canada, I will be emailing anyone who ever ordered in Canada, and I really want to see you. You'll be on my bucket list. Every time you guys write something, the scroll starts over, you know? So sorry. Now I'm looking for Canada. Yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go. I'm caught up now. I'm caught up. Maru, it's good to see you back. It's been a while. Mama. So I see Mom first. Mama Hope. Okay, Mama Hope says, nope, that's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. What's funny is that my female doodle is extremely curly, and it really, really is even more curly on her neck and head, and her cheeks especially. But my boy doodle, he's not curly at all. And he is really thick. No matter how short his hair is, he's always panting. Diane, we mentioned this earlier in the beginning of the video, but she hasn't been brushed in 5 days. Like about five days, probably. Good. Not every day, I don't have time. So I keep her hair short, and then I kind of measure the tangles by her head. Because if it's really thick and poofy, I can tell by petting her every night. I'm like, oh, we need to get you in before it gets matted. It's a lot of work. Yeah, the eye doctor we were talking about, yep, it was almost $300 for the exam alone. It was pretty expensive. Some of y'all are pretty smart and know me very well. You know, the table against the wall was really important in her care on Lucy when we were shaving her. Probably every day for about 2 hours or maybe. No, see? Every 5 days for what? 20, 30 minutes? If you do it right and keep the hair short, yeah. If you don't, oh no. I did everything in the beginning of her life, the first year. I didn't want to give her a haircut. I wanted that long, and I understood now why pet parents come in with a doodle and they want to leave the hair long. Like, I get it. But if you're busy like me, I work on you guys. You guys are my life. You know, I work hard on grooming, on the channel, on the online store. Like, if you're running all these platforms, all this editing, all these videos, all this, you know, just so much stuff. And then I'm a realtor too. Like, it is really busy in my world. So at some point in her first year of life, I had to really decide what I was going to do with her hair. So I took it slow, and slowly it just got shorter and shorter, you know, until I was like, okay, this is short enough, or this is not short enough. And I really need to be fair to the dog. I tried for 1 year to kind of figure out what would be a good balance for me on both the doodles. And then I said, hey, You need to own the fact that this is a lot of work and you're not able, I'm not capable of having the extra time for that 40-minute brush per doodle every day. Like, you really do. And I don't have that. You know, my businesses are really important to me, so that takes my priority. I love my dogs, but brushing is something I don't want to spend a lot of time doing. I don't have the time. I wish I could. If I could just hire a groomer that's just a full-time groomer for the dogs, then yeah, that would make sense. But really, I can't. Two Dogs, thanks again for your 44 months. And thank you so much for your donation. I will definitely get myself a coffee with low sugar. Grandma Shell, what's up, girl? She's one of my fans and a member as well. I love you. I wash my poodle's face using plain tap water, right? And thank you everyone for being here. It looks like 41 of you stuck around. WSD says, what can I spray on my golden doodle, the tight curl, to help brush in between grooms, and a brush recommendation too? Well, I don't know if you watched the whole brushing we just did on the doodle, but we just did my doodle brush out. And I love the products I sell because that's what I do. I use the product, love it. I have a large slicker brush. It comes in a kit with a comb. If you don't need the comb, buy it a la carte. You can check it out at myfavoritegroomer.com. At the search top, just write in brush and go with the large bristle brush. And the stuff conditioner is what I love to use. I used it in my favorite spray bottle. Squirt, 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 brush, comb, done. And I do that when I'm brushing my doodles. So hopefully that helps you. The spray bottles, I mean, have fun with them. Look at all the ones I have here. This one, I make sure you label your products, you know, like, so this is my rainbow one. It comes in all rainbow colors. This is my favorite, one of my favorites. My ultimate favorite is the Japanese Ocean, which I don't have here. I have that one at home, in their home. But I have bottles for everything. Clorox mixed with water, Clorox cleaner. You can even do alcohol. Just water alone, because you can brush with just water alone. You don't always need product. You want to come up here? You come up here? Were you sleeping? You got a nice little break? Hey. Hi. Love you. You tired? You ready to go home? You ready for some eye drops, which you are, right? Yeah, we have to go home for that. Okay? Wow, I love you. She's so soft after the leave-in conditioner. It's awesome. I recommend for the value to get the concentrate. If you can do like this, it's a 12-ounce concentrate on my website. Just type in leave-in conditioner or leave-in or conditioner and it'll pop up. You can get it in the set as well. The set coming with the spray bottle. How many of you guys have that? I know it's like one of my top sellers. So how many of you guys have the leave-in conditioner and can say you love it? Ready to go, huh? We're ready to go. I got to hang out with you guys though. Did you have fun? Hey. You feel so soft. Yeah, see how tight her curls are? And we brushed. We were brushing today. Hey, baby girl, I just love you. I just love you. I just love you so much. And you just love your dogs? Oh, gosh. I just would not be the same without animals. Not the same, I just would not be as happy. I guess you just don't know how happy an animal can make you until you let the animal come into your life. Am I right? For all you animal lovers out there, I know you know what I'm talking about. So WSD, I hope that helps you. I would love for you to shop with me. Check us out at myfavoritegroomer.com. Diane, we'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. We're about to head out anyway. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate you. Hope you had fun watching me brush Doodle and groom Lucy. Oster cordless turbo A5 clippers are for dogs as well as for humans. I don't know. That sounds like a statement. You know, I had a guy a few months ago, I tried a new barber, and because I'm in the dating game, so I went and tried a new barber. He's on Instagram, and nice, professional, but he had an Oster. I swear it was an Oster clipper for dogs. I swear it was, man. I swear, I was like, dude. So when you sit, you're me, right? And you groom dogs, and you groom aggressive dogs. Oh, you wouldn't, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm telling you this. So you sit in the chair and you kind of want to go, rawr. Like I do, but they don't really always know who I am. Like I don't tell them everything right off. I don't try to let anyone like know everything right off. Like depends on the situation, but not somebody like you're trying to get a haircut. Oh, I better keep this in case you say something, right? So I sit in the guy's chair, which was an hour drive, by the way. I sit in the guy's chair and he's got this clipper and it's like an Oster, it looks like a dog clipper, it really does. And I groom dogs and I know I've never had my blades, and my blades always don't sound perfect, but I've never had my blades sound like this. And it was like the blade screws were loose. It was like, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, he cut my hair and he had one of the best fades ever. But it was just an hour drive, you know? And I didn't end up going back for the haircut. But as you say, is the Oster okay for humans? You know, there's a difference in the motor power of something that's made for humans versus dogs. And I would say you can use anything that you use on humans, on dogs, but you may not have the strength of what it would be if it was made for the animal haircutting. Like shaving down a horse or a cow or a sheep with the proper clippers. It isn't one of my clippers. It's an animal clipper. Or it could be my clipper and you just need a different blade, right? So you can do all that. You can do the human with the, you can do all that. But you won't know how awesome a animal clipper is until you buy an animal clipper. There's many times I will talk to you guys on the phone and answer your questions, and when you are ordering from me, I really do try to give you excellent customer service because I know you could shop anywhere, you know, anywhere, but you can't shop anywhere that gives about you and your purchases. Like I really care about your purchases. So you can get me on the phone. If you've purchased, I will get you on the phone. If you call, I will call you back. It's really, customer service is really important to me because I may not manufacture the clippers, but I'm here to guide you in your process of buying and what you really need. And I think that that is priceless. So if you pay a little extra with me, you get that behind it. You don't just get an empty phone call that no one ever calls you back. And I know you know what I'm talking about because even my electric company has a problem calling you back. And you pay them no matter what. You have to pay them. You know what I'm saying? So you could try that Oster on your dog and your human, and you could try it vice versa, but you're going to need to look at the RPMs, which is motor rate, and go with the stronger one because there's more hair on an animal than there is on a human, and we use our animal clippers for longer periods of time without turning them off compared to what we do for like my head versus this dog. Like you're going to use your clipper and blade for 3 hours non-stop. I mean, I'm really good about turning mine off and on, but imagine some groomers don't do that. They just leave it on the whole time they have it in their hand. There's no right or wrong. I'm just saying that it could be different, and you would need to look at that. Okay, so hopefully that helps you. If you want to buy some clippers, I hope you pick them up at myfavoritegroomer.com. Really do, man. Make sure you have good blades, and I definitely recommend you try an ultra edge blade as well as a ceramic edge blade so you know the difference between the two, and then decide what you like most. Because the ceramic edge blade is sometimes just a little bit more expensive than the ultra edge blade. Ultra edge being metal to metal, ceramic edge being ceramic to metal. Oh, I see. So honestly, you know why I don't sell Oster clippers? I can get it for you. So if you really want to buy from me and you want to be loyal, then go to myfavoritegroomer.com, go to the contact tab, or at the very bottom of the page it says contact, email me there, or email me, there's an email there, copy that, paste it into your email me, right? Osters are really heavy. They're a very heavy clipper, and I honestly would never use the Oster because it's so heavy. Heavy because I've been grooming 19 years, and it is really heavy on your hand for that long of period of time. Back in the day, I would groom 8 to 10, 15-hour days, non-stop, dog after dog after dog, and I promise you, it's gonna take a toll on your body. So until Oster comes up, maybe they do right now, like right now, I just saw some new Oster clippers. I don't mind trying them out. Like I said, if I try it out and I don't love it, I don't sell it, or I don't try to tell you to buy them. But there's reasons why, if you're trusting my judgment, maybe you know a little bit that how I am. Like, I'm pretty trustworthy. I don't like lying, and I'm not that kind of salesperson. But if you buy Oster, I would look at the weight of the clipper. And Oster, I would love to talk about your product, but make me a clipper that's lightweight. I need it to, be comparable to the Andis 5-speed weight. And then I would love to talk about it. And I've tried many clippers, from Oster to Wall to Andis to Blvd. There's a few more. I've tried a lot of clippers, and it really takes a lot for me to really tell you the truth, and the companies want to silence you. So it takes a lot to tell you the truth, and for you to listen, it's up to you to believe in me and what my opinions are. It's not based off emotion, it's based off of fact. So when you pick Oster, I won't sell it to you, but I can get it for you, and then I'll sell it to you. But if you have to be really picky about wanting to get Oster for whatever reason. Again, Oster, make me a clipper I can talk about, okay? All right, check me out at myfavoritegroomer.com, and if you want me to talk about your product, maybe you should send it to me and let me see it and see if it's as good as I think it is. I'm really picky, and I think that's okay, because if you talk to the masses and you're not picky, and they order something and they don't love it, or it breaks fast, you're going to be really disappointed in that person who talked about that product, right? I would be. So I recommend the one I sell. I sell a few, but it depends on what your budget is. So I sell on myfavoritegroomer.com, which is on sale right now, the Andis 5-speed. I would definitely go get that. Hint, hint. The Andis 5-speed is the lightest clipper I have ever used, with the power that can last through all the dogs that I'm grooming all day long. And if you don't want to pay the rate of that one, then I would go one lower, which is the Andis 2-speed clipper. And there are some used ones on my website under the used section. Scroll over to shop, go down to used, and they're refurbished 2-speeds. I mean, they're so affordable if you don't want to spend for a brand new one. They have been serviced and refurbished. I mean, they're ready to go. So just some options for you. Check us out, myfavoritegroomer.com, and thank you so much for being here and watching. I really appreciate you. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next live feed. Bye. Thank you so much for your donations too. Bye. What's up, Mississippi? Let me see about Facebook here. Yeah, okay, I saw some of those. Sandra, Maltipoo? No, she's a Doodle. If you're out there still, Sandra. Okay, good night.